Hey, Mark the Guitar Guy here. It is Friday and it's time for me to answer the questions that you guys out in YouTube world have asked me all the way over here in New Zealand. And I think this is one of the coolest questions that I get, and I'm really happy to answer this one because I have this one all the time, especially from parents of children that are saying well, I'll get to the question and then you can answer, you can see what you think from here. Just going to get it off my phone. So this is from O'Neill Adam, hopefully that's the right way to say that. The question is, which one is better, acoustic guitar or classic one for me as a beginner, question mark. With regards. So I've actually answered this in the comments, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about. So basically what O'Neill's asking is it better to play with an acoustic, just a steel string acoustic, or a nylon string acoustic, which is a classical guitar? And the thing is that I get all these people all the time coming to me saying, oh, this guy at the shop that I was going to buy a guitar from for my son or whatever, and they said you're better off with a classical nylon string classical guitar because the strings are softer and you'll learn easier and blah, 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 blah. And they are probably quite cheap as well. They're a little bit cheaper than steel string guitars. Now, I find this to be one of the most pain in the butt things that people do, and they go and buy a nylon string classical guitar when really they want to play an electric guitar, or they want to play a steel string acoustic guitar, or they love the sound of that, but they've been told, oh, they need to start on a beginner guitar, which is nylon string. Now that's not the case at all. Sure, the strings are softer, technically, they are a little bit softer on the fingers, but the difference in getting used to a steel string guitar, which is the hardest to play, and a nylon string guitar, which is maybe the softest, is maybe a day or two of having sore fingers. And if you push through that, you'll be fine. It's as simple as that. There's no difference when it comes to playing guitar. There's no difference. It doesn't make your chords any different. It doesn't make anything any different. But the most important thing that I find is your motivation. So if you're motivated to play, you really want to play electric guitar because all your guitar heroes are electric guitarists, get an electric guitar. You don't have to do an acoustic guitar. You can play all the same stuff. It only takes a little bit longer to adjust, like a couple of days for your fingers to get calluses strong enough to deal with harder strings. Seriously, that's the case. This guitar I'm playing, it's got incredibly hard strings to play. It's actually got kind of high action, and I have to adjust a little bit to play this guitar. But then another day I'll be playing electric guitar all day. It's not an issue. It's not like I need to practice on one or the other. I think the most important thing is if you love a steel string, the sound of a steel string guitar, buy a steel string guitar. If you love the sound of a nylon string guitar, the classical sounding guitar, buy a nylon string guitar. If you love electric guitar or 12-string guitar, don't limit yourself. If it's whatever it is you're going to get, you're going to play the most because you're going to love the sound. Now, I think it's a bit of a gimmick that a lot of these guys out there, they tend to be working in stores that tell you, oh, nylon string is the way to go. Now what happens is you come back in 3 months' time because you're actually not playing enough of the nylon string guitar and you end up buying a steel string guitar. So they've sold you two guitars. That's pretty much the main reason I reckon that a lot of these guys are saying that, or they just don't know. So that's my opinion on that. If you don't agree with me, you go right ahead and let me know below. That's totally cool. But I think I'm on the money with this sort of stuff. If you love the sound of your guitar, you will play it. You'll play it so much. Now, if you like the sound of this sort of lesson, if you like the sound of my advice, if you like my, I guess, vibe when it comes to playing guitar, then you should subscribe down below to Mark the Guitar Guy. Please leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think of the channel. I'm doing this for you guys, so the more that you watch, the more I will do these videos. I cannot wait to hear from you, and I'll be looking and seeing you guys very soon for another video. I can't wait. Catch you later.